Flash floods are a type of natural disasters that can occur in any part of the world, from low-lying areas to mountainous regions. They are sudden, intense, and very dangerous. Today's video is sudden flash floods hit our world. Do not forget, press a button of like, share and comment what you think for this topic. Thanks and go on. In July 2021, Germany experienced devastating flash floods that swept through several regions in the western parts of the country.
Nein!
The floods were triggered by heavy rainfall that led to rivers and streams overflowing, causing widespread destruction to homes, businesses, and infrastructure. The floods were particularly severe in the states of North Rhine-Westphalia and Rhineland-Palatinate, where more than 180 people lost their lives and many more were injured. The flooding also caused significant economic losses, with damages estimated to be in the billions of euros. The floods highlighted the urgent need for better infrastructure and early warning systems to mitigate the impact of extreme weather events in the future. In October 2021, Vietnam experienced severe flash floods and landslides that affected several provinces in the central and northern parts of the country.
Ôi 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 à. Trời cứu. Có người không? Ngà ngà ngà. Chết rồi. Làm sao đu vậy? Sắp trôi hết bà rồi.
The floods were caused by heavy rainfall, with some areas receiving more than 500 millimeters of rainfall in just 3 days. The flooding caused widespread damage to homes, roads, and bridges, with many communities left isolated and without access to essential services. The floods also claimed the lives of more than 170 people, and many more were reported missing. In August 2021, Turkey experienced severe flash floods in the Black Sea region that affected several provinces, including Bartın, Kastamonu, and Sinop. The floods were triggered by heavy rainfall, with some areas receiving over 200 millimeters of rainfall in just a few hours. The flooding caused widespread destruction to homes, businesses, and infrastructure, with many roads and bridges being washed away. The floods also claimed the lives of more than 80 people, with many more injured or missing. Bangladesh is a country that is particularly vulnerable to the effects of climate change. In July 2022, the floods were caused by heavy monsoon rains, with some areas receiving over 200 millimeters of rainfall in just 24 hours.
Gente, da casa de alguém.
It claimed the lives of over 100 people, with many more injured or missing. As other flash flood, it destructed to homes, businesses, and infrastructure so much. Pakistan is a country that is prone to flooding, particularly during the monsoon season, which occurs from July to September. The country has experienced several devastating floods in the past, including the floods of 2010, which were the worst in Pakistan's history. The floods affected more than 20 million people and caused significant damage to homes, infrastructure, and crops, with an estimated economic loss of over $10 billion. The floods of 2014 and 2019 also caused widespread damage and loss of life. In addition to monsoon flooding, Pakistan is also vulnerable to flash floods triggered by glacial melt, which can cause rapid and unexpected flooding in mountainous regions. Indonesia is a country that has experienced several devastating floods in the past, including the floods of 2013 in Jakarta, which were the worst in the city's history. The floods affected more than 250,000 people and caused significant damage to homes, infrastructure, and crops. In January 2020, Jakarta was hit by severe flooding again, with over 60 people losing their lives and tens of thousands being displaced from their homes. In addition to regular flooding, Indonesia is also vulnerable to flash floods and landslides triggered by heavy rainfall and volcanic activity. Spain has experienced several devastating floods in the past, including the floods of 1973 and 1982 in Valencia, which were the worst in the city's history. In September 2019, Spain was hit by severe flooding in the regions of Murcia, Valencia, and Andalusia, caused by heavy rainfall and storm surges. The floods affected over 1,000 people. Spain is a country that is prone to flooding, particularly in coastal areas and river valleys. Almost 240 millimeters of rain had fallen in the Auckland region by 9:30 p.m. as West Aucklanders were being evacuated from their homes due to flooding.
Oh, we're not going across that bridge. There it goes.
The international terminal at Auckland International Airport has been closed due to flooding, and people are being asked not to go there in the meantime. Every fire truck in the city is responding to the weather event, with more than 1,000 calls for help by mid-evening. There are many photos of what some are calling the worst flooding to ever affect the city. A car was being trapped in flooding on Auckland's northern motorway as rising water brought traffic going in both directions to a standstill tonight. Young people on surfboards take advantage of the floodwaters in Great Lane. Firefighters use ropes to help rescue residents trapped by flooding. Ulrich, Dr. Runway. Photo Hayden Woodward. Auckland airports, businesses and homes have been flooded. Cars submerged and Sir Elton John's concerts was abandoned. It's been a dramatic day across Auckland. The city of 1.6 million people on the country's North Island witnessed some relief as the rain slowed down after they flooded most of the north, northwest and west parts on Friday. Auckland recorded 249 millimeters of rain in the span of 24 hours, which marked the wettest day and month when compared to the previous 161 millimeters record. The flash floods turned many of Auckland's roads into rivers on Friday, January 27. The Big Friday flood has also damaged tracks on two major Auckland railways. Tracks on the western and eastern lines have been damaged as a result of yesterday's heavy rain and flooding. Following a rail network inspection, Kiwi Rail has discovered issues of subsidence on both lines. Buses will keep replacing services on the One-Huga line and Southern line between Newmarket and Otahuhu because of a pre-existing rail network rebuilt. About 80% of scheduled bus services were running, but more bus services were falling behind schedule. Significant bus detour existed in places as Friday's flood damaged some roads. In video on social media, people can be seen standing on the steps to the second floor of a double-decker bus as water floods the ground floor of the vehicle. As the video continues, the back door opens and water can be seen streaming out of the bus. Further videos on social media show cars floating or submerged in water, while another video shows manhole covers being blown off. Napker's Fatboy Slim concert, originally set for tonight, has been cancelled due to weather conditions. It comes after Taurang's One Love Festival was cancelled earlier. People living in North and West Auckland have been the worst affected. WaterCare, the city's water agency, has told North Shore residents to reduce water use, and water tankers are making their way around suburbs in West Auckland so locals can fill up their water bottles. The rough weather has caused chaos, and there is no sign of it easing up over the weekend. From site flooding to high winds to artists being stuck in Auckland, thunderstorms and heavy rain surely will come to here.
Portugal's Civil Protection Authority reported incidents of flooding and damage from severe weather in over 100 locations. According to figures from the Portuguese Institute for Sea and Atmosphere, The Tapada da Ajuda weather station in Lisbon recorded 82.3 millimeters of rain in 24 hours on December 7th. During the same period, the geophysical weather station in Lisbon saw 80 millimeters, Amorias with 58.5 millimeters, G. Gutinho 73.8 millimeters, and Almonda recorded 50 millimeters. Heavy rain has been falling in Portugal since December 4th. In 24 hours to December 5th, Civil Protection reported more than 187 occurrences related to adverse weather situation, mostly in the municipalities of Faro, Lulé, Tavira, and Albufeira. Firefighters rescued were called on to rescue a person trapped in a vehicle after rising water in the town of Conceição and Puego do Aragao municipality in Tavira. The municipality of Faro reported several buildings damaged by floods. One school was closed. As much as 19.1 millimeters of rain fell in Faro in just 1 hour early on December 5th.
Já foi.
Lulé, in the district of Faro, recorded 68.6 millimeters of rain on December 4th, and Castro Marim, also in the Faro district, recorded 62.5 millimeters on December 5th.
E vai ele.
Thank you for watching the video. Subscribe to our channel to see more about this side of nature. See you in the next video.